I can hear you. What's up, man? Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
hear
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah. It was a little delay.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't I
you
think
in
that
like an
be
austere
on your end,
location.
man. You be saying that. You don't even know what that means. And
Austere
I
location. You in a location.
I am in a different location.
Yeah, you. It's funny because when we were
What's up,
talking
man?
offline, like you were coming in clear. Now you kind of paused. You kind of fuzzy and stuff. I don't know what just happened, man. Talk to Osan
Let
about
me
that stuff,
I
man.
don't
But
know.
no, you good. You good. It's just a little
Let me see
delay,
what's
but
going
we
on.
straight. No, we straight. It's just a little delay, man. We'll get
Okay.
it worked out, man. We ain't got time for this. We got a special guest with us. I don't even want to waste a lot of time. We getting a lot of people in the building. Sorry for the little late delay, but we were having a great conversation before we started coming on, and we started
Too
rolling. Had
early.
to pause the conversation and say, man, let's get this thing rolling. Let's get this thing on camera because that's what we need for the people and for us as well. You got anything to say before we
Yeah.
introduce our guest, Big Mike?
Nah, man. I think they already know what it is. I think they already know who it is, but I mean, who better to introduce themselves to him? You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
So we'll bring him on right now. Y'all know him as the Fired Up Chief. We know him as the Fired Up Chief. Some know him as Chief Juan Lewis. Sir, welcome to the building. Welcome to the show. I really appreciate you being on here. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, Hero, I'm doing fine. But first of all, man, let me go ahead and throw a little love, man. That little introduction y'all had was dope, man. I could get you guys up in Hollywood to put y'all on the big screen, man. How y'all bringing it in and everything. But I appreciate you guys having me on the show, man. So I'm just happy to be on y'all's show. And like what I mentioned before, man, if I come on your show, man, you can't waste my time, man. We got to have a real conversation. And so, like I'm telling you guys,
that's
man.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I know, and ain't nothing off limit with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I got thick skin, man. I come up in services, man. You come up in services, everybody complain to you all the time. And I'm from a small town in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Well, we ain't never had nothing. So, man, I don't exceed it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't hurt my feelings, So let's sit back and have a real conversation.
First off, we gotta take care of some business real quick, Chief. So let's make sure we put this out here real quick. But anything that comes from unpopular celebrities is all unofficial. Is done in the capacity of Pete and Big Mike, not as military members. None of the views of us or our guests reflect anything about the DOD or United States Air Force. I'm sure. Yeah. So let me take you back to your military time frame, and I'd like to ask this question: who was that one supervisor that you remember that really transitioned your life to where where it might be now?
Man, I tell you, man, that's easy right there, bro. Hey, I remember when I was over in England, man, I was over there showing my little butt off, man. Like back in the day, man, you didn't care about getting promoted. The only thing I cared about was playing football, man. I used to be a pretty good little football player, so I played semi-pro football. I played for the Bristol Packers, where they used to try to pay you money over there. And also, I paid for the Bays team. And, man, I used to wear my hair used to be like a big old high top. I used to iron it all the way out, had a big part in it. And, with my stripes on my sleeve, man, I used to take the glue and glue them on or staple them on there. Cause I ain't put no money in no uniform. And I ain't care nothing about no paperwork. I had this one boss that used to always give me paperwork, And I was like, hey, where I sign this thing at? Because, man, I'm a senior airman, I'm Bill Buck, so I don't care. Care nothing about no staff, so none of that. And I remember and this guy used to write me up all the time. And, never could get my attention. Then I got this one boss in, man, and he caught me sleeping. I was sleeping on the job, man. And he caught me sleeping, and he did something was really different, man. He's like, hey, I don't believe in paperwork. He said, I believe in calling your mama and ask your mama, does she approve of what you're doing and stuff. I'm like, man, you can't be calling my mom. That's from a guy from down south, that's the worst thing you can do. And man, he called my mom up and told us, hey man, Miss Quinn, I got your son here who working for me, and man, he, I think he's a good kid. I think he raised him right. But can you talk to him and maybe get his attention that maybe he can do right? And when that guy did that, man, it kind of showed me that he cared a little bit. And his name is Master Sergeant Featherston, man. I remember I used to go up there and get in trouble. He used to take me up there to the squadron commander, get paperwork, and we walking back. And he's, oh, Lou, man, you're going to be a great chief one day, man. Once you get it all together, you're going to be a great chief. And you know what? Master Sergeant Featherston, he retired as a Master Sergeant, but he made a chief, man. I swear, he made a chief who cared for his people because he taught me he cared for me, man. He didn't give me any paperwork when I do stupid stuff. He would take my time from me. When I played football, he would go to my football games. He'd be out there cheering for me on Thanksgiving, man. He would invite me into his house to eat Thanksgiving dinner. and then call my mom up. You know, this back in the 80s, man. Call my mom up and had 5 minutes on there. Hey, you got the first minute with your mom. Then I got a minute with your mom. And then you got the last 3 minutes. And you know, when I retired, man, in 2012, it came to my retirement ceremony. My mom never met it, but my mom was so happy to go see that. And you know what she told him? Thank you for taking care of my son. And he not only took care of me, man, but he showed me how to care, how to be a better person, how to be a better leader, and how to be a better airman. And it really paid off right there. And it's unfortunate that some people don't have that type of supervision that show you that type of love. That, you know, like, it's one thing, like, once you get inside a hero heart, you got him, man. And Sergeant Felton, he still have my heart. He got my respect. I still call him today.
Ask this question real quick, Mike. Real quick, it says, fired up Chief, in your opinion, now that you're retired, can you shed the light on the Chief versus E9 statement? What are your thoughts on it, and is it true? That's a YouTube question that we got.
Hey, tell that hero, like, when I was active duty, man, I used to share the light on that. I'm only here for one thing. That's for the heroes. If we ain't talking about taking care of heroes, we ain't talking about operating on my base, operating inside my space. Because, you know, I'm a firm believer in that, man. And, you know, and sometimes I see stuff, man. I see people like, you know, they make it to the top, then they forgot who helped them get up there. And then, like, it ain't you hitting the top, it's who you pulling up, man. And a lot of times they ain't pulling up. Hey, I got mine. Hey, I ain't worried about nobody else. And that pissed me off right there, man, because you get yours, man. It's your legacy. What are you going to leave behind? Who are you helping getting up there? Who are you inspiring? Who are you motivating? And if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you're a chief, you're afraid to make a decision, man, you don't reach the top. You know what? Matter of fact, every job I had as a command chief, I never even asked the interview. They called me up, man. And the reason they called me up, because of my reputation. Now, I know a lot of other general brothers, I don't want that guy to work for me, but guess what? I ain't want to work for you neither. Because what you see is what you get, man. I don't want to be around nobody who I got to play like I'm faking, like I'm being like in Hollywood. No, I want the general to know exactly who I am, exactly who he getting, because when he hired me, man, they ain't going to change. I'm going to be the same person. And I definitely don't believe in different spanks for different ranks. And I hate that, man. I hate when the heroes, like, I'm serious, man. Think about it. I think I put some on Facebook too. Man, you know, when you look at a chief, man, those airmen got to look at that chief and say, you know, I want to aspire to be like him. Just like Michael Jordan, just like LeBron, just like Tom Brady, just like any athlete, just like a movie star, man. They're like, you know what? When I grow up, I want to be like him. But unfortunately, man, I don't hear a lot of that no more, man. And that's disappointing right there. The reason it's disappointing, because individuals are scared to be themselves. They want to, like, mold up and, like, hey, man, I want to be like this person. No, hero, be yourself, man. Be yourself. And remember, like, once you get to the top, you ain't got nothing else to gain, man. You got everything to lose, and that's your credibility. And I know a lot of them that are losing their credibility. And I used to give a speech, man. I used to tell them about all these different types of the chiefs. I want to tell them, it's like hunting dogs. I got 5 different types. I got lap dog, someone who's sitting in their boss lap. Every time their boss make a decision, they want their boss to pet them, rub them, and make them feel good. I got a show dog who want to show off. Man, you don't need to show off no more. You're a chief now. Let somebody else have that dang spotlight. Make sure the light shine on them. Or they want to be a yard dog. They just want to be involved in their little section versus being like making an impact all across the enterprise, across their base. I said, you know what? I'm looking for those hunt dog chief, man. I need somebody got their nose to the ground. And if a hero got a problem, I don't care what wing or what squad they in, man, you're a chief, man. Go fix that problem over there for him, man. Go fix it for him. And then just, man, I tell you, when I was a command chief, those heroes, man, they knew, man, especially y'all cops, man. Y'all sometimes y'all get a lot of love. Y'all be out there on that post early in the morning, late at night. Y'all never know when Chief Lewis gonna show up on you. And when I show up on you, man, don't be giving me no post brief. I ain't got time for that, man. I'm just gonna ask you how you doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to step that relationship with you, let you know that I care about you as a person. What's going on there, hero? How you doing? And you know, it's amazing once your reputation go around. Hey, man, Chief Lewis come up there, man. He ain't talking about that Airman Creed today, man. He up there having a real conversation, man. He over there telling me, hey, man, call my mom on the phone right there. Let me talk to her and everything like that. But, you know, it's all about, man, like, when you're a leader, I don't care if you're a chief or whatever else, is making a difference in somebody else's life, man. Making a positive difference. And
yes, I see. I got one question in here. Say, what encouraging words do you have for NCOs and supervisors that try to protect their people under toxic leadership?
Hey, I just tell that hero to keep protected, man. You know what I'm saying? Just be a shield, and don't worry about the repercussion, the damage, or whatever else. People don't know, man. But I made senior in chief twice, man. And the reason I made it because I was working with a toxic leader over there, and I had to try to shield that toxic leader from my folks. And I remember like the squadron commander, man. I had won NCO of the year, got a defense military service medal, a text order line up for master. And she wanted me to give someone 3 on the EPR. And, like, my word's my bond, man. If I tell somebody they're going to get a 5, and, they're going to get a 5, and I ain't just giving out 5s, man. I'm throwing feedback. I'm being honest with her. And then she tried to put pressure on me to change it to a 3, and I wouldn't do it. I told her if she don't agree with me, just go ahead and mark her 77. She told me she ain't never did that before in her life. And I said, well, ma'am, I'm sorry. I ain't never going to change up there, what I told someone in my life. And my mentor and a lot of people told me, don't go against her. The guy ain't worth it. I had to stand my ground because I was a text sergeant with a line up for math sergeant. And so I did it. And my EPR was a 3. And you know what? And rather than, I used that as motivation, man. I said, you know what? I'm going to make it anyway. And I made it. And with that toxic leadership, it's going to be there. But at the same token, you have a responsibility over there for your folks. That to make sure that you taking care of them. And a lot of times you see in the Air Force now in the culture that sometimes toxic leadership can be, it may not be toxic leadership. It may be great leadership. Someone just may have high expectations and high standards along their way. And sometimes people get that confused as being toxic because they're really honest or whatever else. So, but if you as a supervisor, you got to make sure you try to take care of your folks over there. And if you get some damage from behind it, hey, so be it. At least 5 years from now, you look back and say, be proud of the decision you made.